What is the most overrated product you've purchased?
Reddit Premium.
I bought an unbreakable handle axe at Home Depot that used revolutionary new technology and it broke on the third swing. Replaced it with a hickory handle axe which I still use 22 years later.
A garden hose that was unkinkable. I paid extra for the guaranteed kink-free feature. It kinked up like a motherfucker.
Most of my academic books. All the PDFs are available online.
Sears Best Canister Vacuum Cleaner. It was expensive, but lasted a few days over 1 year and quit, with only light household use. Sears wouldn't stand behind it. The cost of parts and repair was greater than the cost of the vacuum cleaner. No wonder Sears is in trouble.
Please, no one say a Roomba. I really want a Roomba.
I bought the Slap Chop, pure garbage. It literally exploded upon use as directed. No flames or anything, but all the parts came apart and went flying.
Victoria's Secret panties. And the quality has gone downhill immensely.
Anyone remember those sticky cup strapless backless brass? The ads were all over Facebook and Instagram for a while. I eventually gave in and bought one. The whole point of them in the ads was like pull the string in the middle to give yourself instant mega cleavage, and you can wear it under strapless, backless clothes. Unfortunately, pulling your boobs together into ultra mega cleavage just means it makes the volume of your boobs flatter to pull them closer together, and since all it had was skin to stick to, and nothing but stickiness to hold it up, it was not very supportive. It was sticky enough for one proper use, but even still, the edges peeled away from my skin pretty quickly. There is a little cutout in the middle that's not sticky. That's where the nipple is meant to go. My nipples did not naturally or comfortably line up with those holes, so I had this incredibly sticky bra suction cupped to my tit, and had to nearly rip my nipple off to get the bra off of me. After that, it is impossible to wash and store anywhere. The sticky surface becomes slick when wet, but goes back to sticky when it gets dry, but never as sticky as the first time. It has to air dry because towel fibers will get stuck on it, and it wouldn't survive a trip through the washer and dryer. It cannot be stored in a drawer, or touching any material because fibers will get stuck on it, and it cannot be stored face up with nothing covering it because dust will get stuck on it, thereby rendering it sticky until you wash it again, and air dry it again, and store it wrong again, rinse and repeat until you throw it in the garbage.
I bought one of those oversized gag lighters thinking the flame was going to be proportionally big. It wasn't.
A 2020 planner.
Rake-in earbuds. The left one has become noticeably quieter than the right one after roughly 8 months of use. They really aren't that much cheaper, they aren't great sound quality, just average overall, and they didn't last. Edit. Not to be cliché, but holy beep, this blew up. Thanks for the awards, kind strangers.
Overly expensive paint brushes from hobby companies designed to, specifically, paint equally expensive plastic models, miniatures. You're better off buying brushes from an art store or getting some of the top brands like Artis Opus or Winsor & Newton Series 7.
I have a bachelor's in philosophy.
Sea monkeys. When I was little, I ordered some from the back of a comic book. I thought they would look like the picture, a nuclear family who would interact and talk to me. Unfortunately, they were turned out to be very non-sentient brine shrimp. It was very anticlimactic.
Coach handbag. The strap broke after a few months and Coach refused to fix it, after I brought it back and the receipt to the store where I had purchased it. I bought an inexpensive replacement strap that lasted longer. After less than a year, there was evident wear at the seams. I have not purchased anything from Coach again.
A fushigi ball skeptical.
90% of video game cosmetics. Edit. I really did not expect this simple comment to blow up this much less the silver, helpful, and hugs. Thanks very much for the karma.
Probably half the curly hair products I buy. Literally 95% fragrance and 5% good stuff. I should really do my research beforehand.
A waterbed. It was unsettling.
Beats by Dre. I just don't understand how they're worth the money.
Arch-Age. I remember it being marketed as sandbox MMO with realistic player-driven economy. There was a pack that let you into alpha, a pack that let you into beta, and a pack that let you into few days of early access. All of the packs contained nothing but some cosmetic items irrelevant to the economy. The alpha was good. The beta was good. But with the final release, they fired up the cash store with such extreme pay-to-win.
A Gucci bag. $3,000 later, my life was exactly the same, but now I had to worry about being a target for getting robbed.
Cloth diapers? My god, some of these parents have to stop raving about how amazing cloth diapers are. They are at best an okay alternative to disposable diapers. Things I was told about cloth diapers: less blowouts, less rashes, better for the environment, cheaper. Most of these just depend on your child. And honestly, I found most of these false. Things they don't tell you. Your house will smell like beep. You will constantly be doing laundry. When you're out of the house, you'll be carrying around a dirty diaper. If the baby hates being wet, you'll constantly be changing them. Daycares don't take them. Babysitters hate them. Diaper changes take way longer. More power to any parent who uses. Like, seriously, God bless you. But they have some major downsides, and I'll happily take Pampers over cloth.
So I live in the UK, and Gatorade isn't really much of a thing here. It was even less of a thing a few years ago. We do have a very similar looking drink called Powerade. The only shop I knew that sold Gatorade at the time of this story was a big Tesco, and it was like 3 times the price of Powerade, solely because it's Gatorade and it's from the States. I casually say to my mates one day, "Man, I wanna try Gatorade, but it's so expensive," and they're all like, "OMG, you haven't tried Gatorade. Mate, it is so sick, you gotta try it at least once." This got my hyped, so I thought, beep it, I'll treat myself. I buy it, and take a swig. This beep is exactly the same as Powerade. I just paid like £3.50 for essentially a Powerade I could have got for £1. I confronted my mates about it and they were just like, "Well, it is a little different." Beep, that is not how you described it to me the other day. I still think about that beep Gatorade, and this was like 4/5 of a year ago.
I bought a platform bed on the recommendation of the Wirecutter. They had this whole big spiel about how they test beep, this is the best affordable option, blah blah blah. I had to return the first one I bought because it came scratched up. The second one is just a plain, cheap platform bed. I don't think there's anything about it different from what I could have gotten from just hunting down the cheapest version of the product. Edit. Spiel, you pedants. 3U.
Pornhub Premium, I'm not joking, Pornhub Premium.
Shake weight tears of joy.
Earwax candles. After laying on the floor like an idiot with a flaming burning candle in my ear, I took a minute to actually think about the process. Fool's gold.
Bought the SK2 essence that always gets raved about in skincare communities. Used it at the same time as tretinoin and thought it was helping in the process of clearing my skin. Stopped using it and turns out, it was just the tret. There was no difference in my skin after I stopped using it. The stuff is $100 a bottle.
Nearly everything I bought on Kickstarter, Indiegogo. If I got the product at all, they're almost always low quality and don't do what they said they would. Some products would ship, but the company goes under within a year or two, so no more support or replacement parts.
Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick. It dried the beep out of my lips and felt hella uncomfortable. I only wore it once. It was so hyped up a couple years ago. Also, Tarte eyeshadow palettes are acceptable for the price. I bought a couple and was like, hey, I just buy ColourPop now. Also, any foundation feels bad on my skin. I have spent hundreds on so many different foundations. Beauty filters and YouTube need to stop. I don't wear foundation now. The caked on makeup just isn't necessary for 90% of people, and is a way to sell way too much makeup by making you feel bad about how your skin looks, with texture, etc.
My doctorate in physical therapy. 7 years and 90k later, I'm a glorified personal trainer for $35 per hour.
Better than sex mascara is easily some of the worst mascara on the market, and almost everyone who knows makeup will tell you the same thing.
Hulu. If I'm paying you, I don't want to be interrupted in the middle of a show. Put your ads at the beginning and at the end.
ShamWows should be called shams.
May your day be filled with joy and happiness. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more quality content every day.